Even if we concede that school is just, good, and necessary, it's bizarre that the superintendent gets to dictate when everybody gets to have a vacation. This creates a ridiculous rush for everybody in a state to go on vacation at the same time. It creates scarcity for plane tickets and hotel rooms, raising prices and reducing availability. It creates traffic jams. Beaches and ski slopes are packed. Amen. My goodness, this is a valuable insight right here. And don't even try to go to a theme park during these weeks, as you'll pay through the nose for the privilege of waiting in lines for 90 minutes per attraction. Who wants to wait in line? It's torture, not vacation. The rationed vacation time also creates anxiety. Many families have some panic about making sure they enjoy themselves with the little time they have. The massive disappointment when it rains on vacation is partially ignited because the family knows they can't extend it due to scheduling, and it already costs so much. If school systems were a little sensible in this area, they would at least stagger vacations by region to alleviate the artificial rush and make travel more convenient, affordable, and enjoyable for the families it supposedly serves. Or at least introduce some flexibility to take time off instead of instilling panic about students missing assignments or taking tests. But they don't, and hence we show up and take our breaks when they are commanded of us. What terrible nonsense. Home educators decide when they want to go on vacation and can pick the times that are smart. They also don't have a rationed amount of time available to them. If 3 weeks isn't enough, they can take more. Or take less. Homeschool families don't have to pack their family time into a few weeks per year or wait until the school says it's okay to have leisure time, or feel like they have to get away from the pressures and grind of the day-to-day. Many homeschool families don't need a lot of vacation. They live it instead. Has that been the case for you in the last year and a half?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, so we're able to take off wherever we want. But, you know, more importantly, we don't like feel like we have to, you know, like go unwind on a beach, you know, because we're so, you know, panicked with the day to day. And so, you know, or we have to pack in all of our family time, you know, into a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, it takes the pressure off too. But it's weird because we still, the last few vacations we've taken, we've had them with other families that have kids in school, and you just can't believe the anxiety they have not to miss a single day. You know, whether, you know, on either leave early or come back late. We had one family visit us who, you know, actually chose to drive all the way from South Carolina to Massachusetts in one fell swoop because they had to be back by Monday to make sure the kids were in school.
Right.
The other time we went to Disney, and we made the mistake of going during school vacation week, and we go to the ticket counter, and they're like, "Well, that's, you know, it's $98 to get in the park, but if you want, we have a speed pass that, you know, you should really get for $127." And I'm like, "Oh, well, for only, you know, 30 more bucks, I guess that's a good value." And they're like, "No, it's $127 on top of your $97 ticket." So
per person?
Yeah, per person. So it would have been like over $1,000 just for the day to get my family through the gate. And it turned out that we should have taken the pass because everybody only got to go on one ride the entire day because of the lines. So, you know, that was my dumb fault. You know, that was me not taking the lesson of home education. But, you know, we were with another family that, you know, only had that 1 week to go. And it was the exact same week that everybody else in the nation was going to be on vacation. And if you think how airports are set up, you know, I mean, airports are regional, right? So if Massachusetts insists that it's the same week for all of Massachusetts, it's going to be Logan that's going to be, you know, maxed. You know, it doesn't matter if Ohio chooses a different week.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of stupid.
This is one of the best practical arguments I've ever heard, and it's never occurred to me. And you know, like for somebody who's been self-employed for the last 2 or 3 years, you know, making my own schedule and having this kind of freedom to, like, I'll sometimes I'll wind up at the grocery store downtown on a Saturday. And I'm like, where the hell did this habit come from? Why am I here now? You know, I could be here. And I've actually, when I identified that, when 8:30 rolls around on a Tuesday and I see I'm running out of food, I say, aha, now is the time. And it certainly is.
Yeah, you get the store to yourself, right?
I don't have to stand in a line behind a bunch of people who have no other choice. And these theme parks, I mean, that's to spend $100 on food for one or two people. You know, $1,000 at a theme park to be in line for 90 minutes and to call it a vacation. That's intolerable. That's intolerable. And we never did vacations like that. We were, you know, I think my dad was good and my parents were good about like finding more creative, quiet spots. But yeah, that is insanity. And
that's not just me. I mean, the lines were so long because there was 20,000 other dummies who showed up there too.
Yeah, exactly. Home education for better vacations. Sold.